Hi guys, this is Dave and you are watching Your Prapta. Today we have Dr. Yadu Singh with us. We're going to talk about regarding the vaccination. Altogether, we have only one subject to talk at the moment: how to get out this COVID-19 situation. So, Doctor, we are in this situation. The lockdown, it's further away. We don't know what's going to happen. Still, there is about 200 cases coming every day. What do you say about the status of vaccination? Of what the people actually doing with the vaccination?
See, the COVID-19, of course, is a big problem in Sydney, and it has been in lockdown for more than 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And there is no hope at the moment, based on the numbers coming out every day, that we're going to be getting out of this next week or a week after. In fact,
Yeah.
Premier talked about that
Yeah.
by 29th August, she wants to see at least 50% people who have received a jab in their arms. We right now have very low numbers. For example, in Fairfield area, southwest Sydney area, only 14.6% people are fully vaccinated. 14.6. In Parramatta, the number is 17.7. In Blacktown, the numbers are a little bit better, 19% something. But compare that number with Bockham Hills, they are much better. Number in North Sydney, much better. Number in Hornsby, much better. So there is a message. Message is this: if we want to get out of the lockdown and start our typical economy, our life together, we really have to do everything to encourage people for getting vaccinated.
Right.
50% people need to be vaccinated within this month. That is really, really important.
Right. So, Doctor, the thing is, people actually saying at the moment, they're saying we try to book online. There is a booking is about 3 months away or 4 months away, and they're trying to, and they're going with the choice again. Oh, I don't want to have AstraZeneca. I want to have a Pfizer, and people don't have a Pfizer. There are they, that there's a no certain arrangement they can find that. Oh, yes, that I can go and do it. So everybody want to do be first, and same as this situation. So, and what do you say, like there should there be any new sources or any additional sources, or you think there's the current sources has been provided by the government, are they enough?
See, not only you can get COVID vaccination through the government vaccination hub in Olympic Park or Macquarie Field in Southwest Sydney, but there are
Yeah.
some walk-in sites in Cumberland area and few other areas where you can just walk in and get the vaccination. Remember, there are many GPs who are also giving vaccines. Remember, there are many pharmacies where you can get vaccination. You only have to look around. You only have to search through authentic booking system. New South Wales Health has it. Health Department of Commonwealth Government has it. You can call your GP. You can call your local pharmacy. You just need to explore and get the site where you can get vaccination. There are plenty of AstraZeneca vaccines available. Of course, Pfizer vaccines are in short number, but I would urge people to stop focusing on what particular vaccine they should have. Any vaccine, either Pfizer or AstraZeneca. And why I'm saying it this: Sydney has surged, a lot of infection here, and Sydney is in trouble. And the one thing which actually prevents you from getting the help from ICU, hospital admission, ventilator treatment, or dying, death, is vaccine. Because both vaccines are actually very effective in reducing your risk of dying, reducing your risk of going to ICU, reducing your risk of needing ventilator. This is very important that we stop focusing on what vaccine. Anybody who is above 18 years of age should go for whichever vaccine they can get hold of. And this recommendation is for Sydney. And this recommendation is coming from the top expert body for immunization. And that's called ATAGI, Australian Technical Advisory Group on Immunization. That is the top expert group. They are top immunologists, vaccine experts, and they are recommending that please go for any vaccine you can get hold of. So may I request everyone to stop focusing on Pfizer or AstraZeneca? No, they should focus on only vaccination. Doesn't matter which that is. Now, can I tell you one thing more? If you are 30 years of age, 30 years of age, your risk of dying from COVID is 0.004%. So at 30 years of age, your risk is 0.004%. The risk becomes bigger and higher as you get older. So in fact, if you are 85 plus, your risk of dying is 1 in 4. So risk is higher as you get older. Risk is higher if you have chronic diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, lungs disease, immune compromised situation. Although, or if you are aborigines, or if you are obese, if you have bad chronic health, your risk is higher. So let's just go back to age 30. Supposed to be a healthy person, 30 years of age gives you a risk of dying from COVID-19 to be 0.004%. Let me bring this AstraZeneca and scare. Yes, AstraZeneca can cause clot. The risk is not huge, but it's about 1.9 per 100,000. 1.9 per 100,000. Now, the risk is, this is small, that if you manipulate the whole data, the risk of dying from the clot from AstraZeneca, risk of dying from the clot from AstraZeneca vaccine is actually very little. It is 0.00008. Do the math. 0.004 was the risk of dying from virus, and 0.00008 is risk of dying from the AstraZeneca side effect. It's a 50 times less. 50 times less. You have 50 times more risk of dying from the virus itself. Let me repeat the number. You have 50 times higher risk of dying from COVID-19 compared to potential and minuscule risk of having clot and then dying from AstraZeneca. Which one is better? Let me also give you two more facts. The risk of having lightning and killing you is higher than the risk of dying from AstraZeneca clot. That's number one. Number two, you have a higher risk of automobile accidents on the traffic and dying than risk of dying from AstraZeneca clot. So please let's have proportion. Save yourself. And remember, if you bring infection to your home and you have some elderly person in your home, you are putting your loved ones to a higher risk of dying because you brought the infection from somewhere else and gave it to your elderly parents or uncles or anybody else. So please, I again say this. Go for any vaccination, AstraZeneca or Pfizer, it doesn't matter, because both are reducing your risk of dying or needing admission in the ICU or needing ventilator treatment very significantly. 92 to 94% less risk of those three things: admission, ventilator treatment, or dying. So this debate about Pfizer and AstraZeneca should stop. In Sydney particularly, because we have a surge of infection. So if I can make a request and appeal and urging everybody, go for the vaccination, irrespective of what type of vaccination you're getting. Both are good in stopping you from dying. Both are good in not making you bad enough or diseased enough or sick enough needing admission in the hospital.
Right. So, doctor, that's the last question I go before, because I personally say I never seen a pandemic before in my life until now. So I never seen a vaccine process developing. So vaccine is not just one time is get rolled out. So as a medical background, you may know there's a few other diseases we still working on vaccines. It's been 30 years. We don't have a vaccine for HIV. There are a lot of other stuff. So people may have confused with that because they think that it should be I will wait for the perfect solution, then I get the injection, then I get the final treatment for COVID. So this must be the reason people are stopping. So what do you
But but that thinking is not rational. That thinking is irrational. We had millions of people dying all over the world. We saw what happened in India. We saw what happened in Melbourne. We saw what happened in Europe. We saw what happened in America and Europe and UK. So we have a very dangerous virus which is affecting people. Please remember one thing. Recently, there are many people in their 20s in ICU on ventilator treatment. There are people in 30s and 40s and 50s who are needing treatment in the ICU. In fact, almost half of the people in New South Wales hospitals are less than 50 years of age, even in 20s. So we really, that luxury, wait for 10 years or 25 years, that is really not rational. No, if the ATAGI, Australian Technical Advisory Group on Immunization, which is the group of experts advising us to go for the vaccination, we have to rely on those experts, health experts. We cannot be allowing ourselves to become so sick that we die. Now remember, 13.5% people. So virus comes and it gets out, you get treated, you are out of the hospital. 14% of people have chronic disease from this virus. You have high risk of heart attack. You have high risk of memory going down. You have high risk of so many things. Lungs not working well. So please, my concluding remark would be, this is the time when you actually stop, STOP, stop focusing on Pfizer or AstraZeneca. If you are in Sydney, you should go for any vaccine you can get hold of and don't delay it. Do not put your elderly people at higher risk by you bringing infection and then giving to them, because they have higher risk of dying. Remember, I give the data. So right now, please look around, explore, call your GP, call your local pharmacy, call the book from the system, call the go to walk-in and Cumberland and Olympic Park, wherever you can. Please get vaccinated so that our economy can open up, lockdowns can go, we start going around and we start doing mela. Remember, we are not doing mela this time. So let's do mela, Punjabi cultural function, Baisakhi mela, this dinner, that dinner. So we need to start having the life back, and that needs good number of people getting vaccinated. Very important. Please encourage everybody.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you very much. So, guys, as doctor said, at least if you are a party lover, you need to get vaccinated. So the parties, the functions, the events, the public events can come back and we can freely go outside. So for this, we all need to work hard. We all need to get together and get vaccinated. More information, we are tagging Dr. Yadu Singh in this post. You can contact him, get more information as much you like, and he's always available for community causes. And thank you very much, Doctor, again for your time.
Thank you very much, and I will be very happy to respond to any questions. And it's not hard to find me from social media, both Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and everywhere else. Thank you.
Doctor. Thank you.